Hello and welcome to the production floor. I'm your humble host, Mr. Teets, joining you with my co-host here. Start off today with Mr. Stevie.
The boss bitch AI. What up?
Nope.
Yep.
Do not sign off on
Suck
this.
my dick from the back.
All right, and then this other guy here, he looks kind of homeless.
It's my new look.
He just got roasted.
Mr. Chocolate Thunder Fisher.
Sure.
Yeah, his anal Fisher.
Oh, I like Amy Fisher. The Long Island Lolita. Remember that bitch from the 90s? That's what I thought.
And then the actual homeless man in that room, the White Devil.
What the fuck?
I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. You
So I saw a news article today.
About
There's a
swinging?
man in a wheelchair
who?
going around this town
Okay.
panhandling.
All right.
Oh, my grandpa
And-
was talking about this.
Yeah. Panhandling for money for heroin
All
because he got cut off pain meds.
Cool. Cool.
Wait, is that
Are-
what his sign said?
No, that's someone talked to him about panhandling and shit, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I used to buy heroin because it cut me off my
And the
medicine."
person he talked to happened to be
And
a
that-
news reporter?
Yeah. No, the news reporter specifically went to talk to him
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
about panhandling in the area.
Yeah. And,
Panhandling is,
and they're revealing that our medical system is broken.
And
we already knew that.
surprise.
Yeah.
And they were asking him questions, and one of them was like, "Hey, did you know it's illegal in the city of Las Cruces to kind of just go through the street to collect money and shit?"
Did you know it's fucked up?
And
Cut
he's like, "You know what? I'm still gonna do it.
yeah.
I need to buy my heroin."
Shout out to him.
All right.
Panhandling is $1 million business.
Apparently
Yeah.
it is.
If you don't waste it
heard
on
those
drugs.
My grandpa was talking about this. I didn't listen, but he was like, I'm a veteran, and a lot of them fuckers lie and say they're military, but they weren't military. And I'm like, Grandpa, bitch, go get our money out. Bitch, go get that money, okay? I'm like, bitches don't give a fuck if they have to go out there and have a kid go out there and beg. They will, and there is some legit people that need help.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of the malls. I see them in the mall flossing. So, hey, get it where you can get it. That's how I say.
Fuck it.
Does that make you want to go to Dubai?
No, it makes you want to talk more about swinging.
Why are we discussing swinging tonight?
I don't
So-
know. I'm
guess that's what
stuck
we're
on this
talking
now.
about.
I am stuck. Like, I understand that story. I get it.
So you don't
Medical
want
system is broken. They cut him off, so he has to go to drugs.
Get him.
Yeah.
Get
It's
the
a
hair
sad
run.
story. We've heard that story a lot. That's the
Yeah.
saddest part
They
about
cut
it.
him off.
Yeah, right.
Oxycodone and all that shit. They're like, no.
Codon.
Oxycodone.
Yeah,
It-
isn't an E?
I think it's a regional thing. People pronounce it differently.
DONE.
How do you say it?
I don't.
I say
call
it
it
like heroin.
Syrup.
Or heroin.
Oh, that's scissor.
Scissor.
Yes.
That's what I call it. Scissor.
Tell him it ain't hard to get black tar. Tell him to go see that.
I know you didn't learn that from Virginia.
Yeah.
We call it syrup.
Scissor. According to
No.
3-6 Mafia.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
30 South.
Shout out to La Chat.
Or you weren't caught up in that whole phase
No.
when 3-6 Mafia was just
He
everywhere.
He liked dance, trance music.
Like Southern music took over, so
Like-
3-6 Mafia and
Listen.
YG, it's just all of them.
White.
Oh, right. You are a weirdo. When it comes to-
Hey,
No, I lived next to DC.
you,
All we had was the club life.
Oh, that's true. They did have
in Black
Plus,
China
like everything else, because we
Hey,
were one of
Black
the
China was
richest fucking counties in the area.
Black China
is from DC, and so is Tokyo.
is a fucking stripper no one cares about. Fuck that.
You don't go to the club
Fuck.
to see Black China,
Black China. I've seen Black China with and without her alterations.
so you like the bass.
Neither.
Okay.
She is not the greatest.
You're one of those guys who goes to the club and is like, oh, I'm just looking at the art. Is that what you're saying to me?
I honestly didn't really go to the club unless somebody dragged me out to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for me, the closest club was like 20 minutes.
Okay.
You just walk to the fucking thing?
Did you walk to the club? All sweaty.
I ain't
when you
about
get
to
there?
start walking in DC. I don't know about you guys.
Oh yeah, that's ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, if you haven't been to DC, it's terrible.
Yeah,
If I can drive and go to places during the day.
Like that city is not meant for walking.
Well,
Oh, no.
honestly, just the thought of it's pretty fucking terrible. Like that's too many.
The
people
nation's capital
crammed
is
up
a
in one
shithole.
space. Yeah.
I can say that. I spent 20 years in the area.
Oh God, it's fitting.
I knew
It's real
someone who
fitting.
told me it wasn't very good. But she went to federal prison. They put her in Louisiana, and then she came here.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a shithole.
She's
Really
like,
is.
"Oh,
Great
the
place.
meth was
Beautiful area.
That bitch was like, "Oh,
During
the
the
meth
day.
I used to get over there was amazing." Stop, bitch, be tweaking for days.
Oh, and guess why it's a shithole? They get
All the politicians are there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Isn't it fucked up how the city of DC can get its rules overwritten by Congress?
Yep.
Like literally, Congress not only can write the rules for the country, they can literally write the rules for the city of DC.
Yeah, of course
DC
they
is
can.
in a state. It's weird.
Yeah, it's in this weird territorial
You
place.
know everyone here knows a DC.
Yeah, it's not
Saying-
technically a city.
District of Columbia.
Yeah, it's
The
district of Columbia. So it's a fucking district. Essentially, it exists to revolve around DC.
There is a movement.
like
Yeah,
the White House,
what
Congress,
it
all that.
operates on is different than what the United States actually.
Which is
operates
sort of
on.
fucked up because they
It's
are
weird.
its own its own city.
Well, there
really.
is a thing going around. They want to make it its own state.
Yeah, I know they do.
They need something.
They're trying to, but guess what?
Congress.
Yeah. Yeah.
And elect me, Mendoza
Oh
Shamo.
nope, negative.
For change.
I don't even like the idea of. I hate
Bitch.
the idea of you as an AI.
I said
You
bitch.
as a politician, especially a high level
I
politician.
guarantee you he'll bring some.
If
change.
he's AI,
I
he's going to be a
guarantee he would
politician.
bring some
We're
change.
splitting California up into 10 pieces.
Yeah. That's like saying, oh, this forest fire is going to bring change to the forest.
Oh, it does.
Yes,
It's no
I
longer
know
It really
it
does.
now.
I know it does. It's not the change we kind of, I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
Why
there we
not?
go.
Not the
It burns down,
specifics.
turns to ashes. The ashes turn into dirt. Dirt.
Yeah, but I may
Brings
get
new
caught up in that
life.
fire. That's the part I'm worried about.
can
Me getting
promise
caught
you-
up in
Yeah,
that
kinda
fire.
I want you to
I'd
think
rather
about
not go
this,
into
all right?
I can promise you won't get hurt.
Oh.
You'll be so full of dope.
Allegedly,
You won't know.
the
It'll
Earth
just feel
was
like
a
a
giant
dream the whole
volcanic ball of fire at one point.
Yeah.
And look what it has now.
The creatures that are trying to destroy itself.
Oh, did you
Yeah.
see?
Okay,
Did you see
awesome.
their fucking? There's these cave spiders that are so poisonous. They're being smoked out of the caves, and Australia had to put out a fucking alert because they're one of the most deadly spiders in the world. They will kill you in one bite.
Yeah, it's fucking Australia. Everything will kill you.
Yes, but what I'm saying, they're.
There's a plant that will
Yes.
kill you.
But what I am
Most of-
stating.
That fucking continent is uninhabited.
Oh, no,
Because it
it's
will
Not
kill
the
you.
Spiders, they're getting smoked out. So
They
they
Uninhabited
are
by
everywhere.
people.
Yeah,
Okay,
uninhabited
but that's
by
the
people.
point. Those spiders don't fuck with people because they stay in their dark little caves and they're cool.
And
with
now
that.
they
Down
get
there fucking
now,
with
now
people.
Now
yeah.
they're like, shit's burning. I'm out of here.
Well, now they're pissed off. They're like, "Who started this fire? A human?
Oh, that's
Bite
so
every
fucked-
motherfucker!"
That's so fucked up.
I
Just-
guarantee all the spiders got together. They had their news and like it was fucking 7 assholes started a
The
ditch
web.
fire.
The
We're just
web.
gonna bite them all.
The way.
encourage him. Don't encourage him.
Yeah.
With that.
That was good. That was good. I'm gonna give you that.
The web.
They probably do, man.
I don't know. I didn't even know what they look like because I was too scared. I have arachnophobia. I can't deal with it.
I hate the fact when you said cave spiders, my mind immediately went to the spiders from Minecraft.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
camel spiders and fucking.
They are not
Middle
bad. I
East.
ran into two of them,
No, but
but they're like little baby ones. They are
No, I'm
fast
talking
little
about
fuckers.
full-grown ones,
They're
like
fast little fuckers.
face hugger
I'll be
motherfuckers.
honest.
Well,
when
see-
he said cave spiders, I thought about that joke about spiders and pussies.
What?
Yeah. Well, you know the pussies like I forget how the whole joke goes, but it's so old and dry. There's spiders in it.
Oh
and
yeah,
that's
your
punchline.
mama
that's
joke.
bats.
Oh, bad.
Oh no, I've heard spiders, bats, stuff like that. But yeah,
But yes, they're
Crazy.
bad.
Cobwebs.
Old joke.
cobwebs. I've heard those.
They're bad, and if it gets real bad, I'm annihilating them.
The spiders.
My AI.
Yeah, he hates spiders.
Australia will go away.
He'll kill off every last spider.
There
if
will
he
be no
could.
more Australia.
I say just make the spiders go into hiding so
No,
you
no.
don't see them.
I don't
Yeah,
have a problem
just-
with
just hide
spiders
them.
existing. I have a problem with those things think they're gonna militarize.
I got a problem with that too, actually.
Spiders are not going to militarize. And
They're not
besides-
smart enough for that.
yeah.
Fucking
Why-
are,
wait, why
apparently.
would you kill them? You do know
They-
again, some of the most venomous
they
creatures
contr-
are on that island.
Yes, they contribute to the overall ecosystem.
Like
I
there's
completely agree.
scientific research on their venom because it's so
completely
unique.
I completely agree. I have no problem with them existing. I'm just saying if they were to militarize.
They're not gonna like you gonna see a band of marching spiders
That's what's happening. They got smoked out. They pissed.
If they fucking got military.
Wild creatures, when you
March.
fuck up their
Have you not seen those
they come
fucking
out and terrorize.
Have you not seen those fucking squids? Because of the climate change, they're starting to turn red in the Mexican Sea, and they're fucking knocking bitches out of boats and shit.
And just to have something a little more closer to home.
I want to see this. I want to see this.
You live closer in the city, but those of us that live in like in the county, the outskirts, when it rains a lot out here, all the snakes, all the coyotes, all the rabbits and shit, all the rats, they come out of their holes because they get rained out and flooded. So wildlife is every fucking way.
Yes. And that's what I'm saying. Even our worst spider down here, the brown recluse, that don't got shit on that.
Yeah, I've been bit by those a couple times. I got a good tolerance now.
Jesus Christ.
That will cause your skin to
man.
decompose.
Yeah, if you don't get it taken care of, fuck yeah.
But no, those fuckers over there, if they start to militarize, I will glass Alaska. Or what's
So-
that shit?
Australia.
Australia will be
I'll
glass.
say-
Alaska too, fuck it.
Alaska's already pretty much covered in glass.
Yeah.
Haha, because Alaska has a meth problem.
Ow.
Woo! Anyways,
Heisenberg.
speaking of creatures, did you hear what's washing up on the shores of California?
Swinging neighbors.
No.
No.
Penis fish.
Oh, I've seen this.
Wait. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, what?
Is this
Yeah.
just a funny name for it, or is it like actually a flying, or not a flying, a swimming penis?
No, it's a
It's a
funny...
penis fish, and it's washing up on the shores of California like crazy.
Hang on.
I have a picture.
Yeah, okay,
Don't worry.
please,
I have a picture. I have a
Please
video.
present the
I
information.
mean, that makes sense. They're probably
This
getting
is
washed
for
out, too.
scientific purposes.
Because that fire is affecting the ocean.
Why?
Yes.
No.
Oh
my God.
No, I've seen this picture
Oh,
before. I
God,
thought
what?
this was fake.
No, it's 10 inches.
Did I not tell you that there is fucking kings backflipping the ocean?
What
Yeah.
the?
10 inches of
There's
dick.
kings.
I feel like I've said this before.
Oh my
Penis
god,
fish.
damn it.
Right?
Catching fish, bear
Thousands
Okay,
of
that's
10-inch
it. What
penis
other hidden
fish
secrets
washed up
do
on
you
a
know,
California
Steve?
beach.
I've been ahead of the game.
Why?
Because I told you this was happening. Did I not say this? I feel like I said this fucking a year ago.
I don't know. This is. Why are they all 10 inches? What the fuck? There's not
Oh,
like
some are bigger.
What?
Some are bigger,
I was gonna
some are
say, is there some
smaller.
little ones in there? Is there some
It's like 7
shit,
to 12.
what's the fucking name of
7 to 12 inches.
You know, it's about average.
Oh, 12 ain't average. Oh, 10 to 12 ain't average.
Wow, it looks. It's only got one bowl, but from an
No,
angle.
it's curved.
It's
From-
good.
It's like this.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah.
It's double-sided.
Yeah, see, that's
Like-
the other end.
Where's the gills?
In the head.
So,
Let's see the other side.
penis fish, also known as innkeeper worms.
Why do they call it innkeeper
Wait,
worms?
what?
There's a tank of them.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh, they're uncut. They're uncut.
Dude, this is what a bunch of uncircumcised penises look like. If there's like, if
How
you were
long-
able to
look
cut
how
off
long
the
that one
human
is.
limb and
Look
it
at
still
that.
move.
Yeah,
Look
kind
at
of.
that move, man. You know that's hitting cervixes.
Did I not
Yeah.
say this?
What the?
I feel vindicated tonight.
They like to
Would you eat
burrow.
one?
No. Well,
What if it was like? What
Get
if
it?
this becomes like a fucking cuisine?
It
mean,
is.
it is.
It is.
It
It
is
is.
a guy-
Yeah.
Korean street food.
Korean street food.
if you all agreed to eat it with me, I would.
I'm good.
This
no,
is a tank
I'm
for
good.
eating
fry
from.
I'm not eating that.
World
I'm not
famous.
putting uncircumcised
Wait,
penis fish
But
in
you
my
just
mouth.
told me this is a new find, though,
It's an
right? We just
innkeeper.
barely
No,
discovered
no,
this
no.
shit.
It's an innkeeper
I
worm.
just barely discovered
Why-
this
why
when I
is
this
heard
the-
that they washed
Why
up
is
on the
it called
beach.
innkeeper?
How long have penis fish been in existence?
A long time.
Shut the fuck. Okay, I'm gonna Google it since nobody else is.
Look at
What?
how
Innkeeper
fat
worm.
that one is.
Ah, look at that fat uncircumcised penis worm.
Jeez.
I feel so vindicated tonight.
Oh, look at that. Those two ones are kissing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, viewers, it literally spits from the tip.
Yes, it does.
They pulled it out of its little tank and it just went, or it didn't make that sound, but oh, there's two of them doing it. Whoa.
Oh no! Oh no!
I am
Yeah.
just.
Welcome
Oh
to
my-
penis fish.
Oh my god. This is what? That's terrible.
Oh my
What do they
god!
taste like?
I don't know.
They're like catfish.
I don't know.
Say, innkeeper worm cooked or something. Let's see
I
that.
would like to
This is
try.
literally Korean street food.
Wow, that one's long.
You know what, bitch?
Hey, there's some shorties. Oh, what the fuck? God damn it.
See, every guy is fucking validated today.
Just
like
watch,
that
watch,
commercial.
watch.
It doesn't matter if your cone
Right.
is big or small.
Just watch.
Known as the
Oh, he cut it. And it
Oh God!
Oh! That's
God!
dirty Korean.
Oh God!
Oh.
Circumcision. Oh!
Oh, he was mean with that one.
Oh God!
I'm kind of turned on.
Oh God!
Oh my god. No!
Oh!
Let that shit dry.
Yeah. Look,
That's-
just
Tourniquet
spewing
that
out.
shit.
Oh! Oh! No! Not the tip!
They don't
Yes.
feel bad doing that?
No. Fuck.
No,
I bet you it's
Oh,
a woman
God.
doing it. I bet you it's a woman doing it.
it is.
She's like, I've had a badass day with my husband.
Oh God!
All right,
What
watch
is
this
that?
next part. Watch this next part.
Wait, aren't they?
Nope!
Is
nope!
that
nope!
them
Nope!
pooing?
Nope! Oh, she's
Is
got
that them pooing?
No, that's their guts.
That's their literal guts.
Oh, shut up.
Fuck.
This is human nature.
Oh, look, it's all thin now.
Yeah, that seems to happen a lot. After a few years.
Innkeeper worm are known as innkeeper worms
All right.
because the
I
tunnels.
want
they
you guys to
usually-
see something though. Skip
The
forward a
tunnels
little
they
bit
live
more.
in
about
contain other
Right here,
fish.
right here, right here.
Oh, they let other fish take them?
Essentially.
Wait, what? So essentially, you're just eating the. Oh, it's still moving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you
Oh,
fry them like
fuck. So
chicharrones?
does that
Tits have
mean
been cut off. Guts have been ripped out.
And it's
They're
still moving.
still moving.
So it's like
Look,
a
she's
snake.
cutting it. All right. Maybe not that one. Move on.
So that means.
Look,
Oh, what
She's
the fuck?
cutting it, and it's still fucking moving.
That's fucked up, dude. Because snakes have that shit. I forget what it is, but like when you cut them up, like their muscles and shit still move. Like, each
Yeah.
muscle can
Oh,
move
yeah.
independently.
Yeah.
It's like
Boom.
calamari. Oh, that's
Boom.
fucked.
Boom.
I know what I'm serving tonight.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I'm gonna say,
She'll
hey,
come back
boys,
for that
I brought
bit,
you
don't
guys
worry.
food.
That worried me at
You're
first.
eating penis worms.
Oh God.
They were fried. And
God,
Yeah.
that's so fucked up. She's
Butter.
frying it to where it looks like goddamn fajitas. Just add in some bell pepper and shit. Oh. She put some
Egg.
egg.
Rice.
That is some fucked up chorizo.
All right, so far it looks pretty good.
This looks fucking amazing. You know what I love?
What they turned it into does look pretty good. But god damn it, sneaky motherfuckers.
have never known. I'd probably eat.
They even make it look fancy. I ain't never eaten no fancy
Oh my God, I've
food
probably
looking
eaten that.
Korea.
I've probably
Fuck
eaten that. Oh Jesus. I've probably had penis.
that. Right, fish penis. A giant fish
We
penis.
know you.
I'm
had
glad
penis.
he just said he had penis.
Look,
I
chop,
knew
throw it in there.
it.
I didn't know. I didn't.
Oh my fucking
That shit looks so good and looks so familiar too. Oh my God, did I
You
have
probably
penis?
thought it was eel.
Looks
probably
like
thought it was
purple
eel.
pasta.
Right? Like one of those drunk nights and shit.
Oh my
Look,
God. Oh my God, it looks.
Oh, it's
Yeah, it looks like calamari almost.
It's just a fucking worm, not a
What?
dig.
Oh, I gotta throw up. I gotta throw up like from the last
Mm.
8
Like
years.
worms either.
Throw up in Jeff's mouth.
Okay.
oh
Oh, that's fucked.
my
Do you need help?
God.
That is fucked.
You screw it. Gonna poke it.
I loved when
Oh my god. I just hate how delicious this one looks.
I am like,
Right? It's
I'm so
so-
ready to try this.
I'm so ready to eat this.
Like that actually does look like a really
go back
fucking
to the
good
beginning.
dish with now it's ruined for me.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
get
good.
me a tank of them
I'm
like
good.
this, and I will fish them out and cook them for you alive.
I can see you just grabbing that thing and just
Just shake it. Just shake it.
like a shake weight just
I say, when my aunt Edme in Mexico makes chicken, she shakes them till the neck breaks. I break it till it no longer curves.
They be wiggling like, yeah, we longer than yours.
Oh my God.
Some of them aren't.
Oh my God. That is
That shit was
ridiculous.
thick, strong, and fat.
And it's squirted.
That looked like
It's
They look
just-
gross at first.
They were solid, healthy streams too.
Yeah, right?
Like,
Just.
That big giant fat one that looks exactly like Rocco's Steel, the Gay Porn Stars.
Oh my God.
They look gross at first, but
Let's
if
rate it.
prepared as a meal, they will taste dicklicious.
Who wrote that?
Flaming Hair 1 year ago.
Flaming hair, you get an award, bitch.
All right, you get the dick award.
This guy says, "You heard what happened at the Sausage Fest? Everyone came."
I am like so ready for this.
I am not.
I
I
want
am.
a tank of them.
I am good.
That's
I am
fucking absolutely.
I'll make them 3 ways.
So
good.
while we're talking about fucking, these
Dicks.
penis worms and shit.
How's your neighbor swinging thing going?
Yeah, how's that back to some swingings?
The perfect segue.
I don't know how this
Smooth.
is a segue. And I'm not galvanized for this conversation.
Well, let me
That's a-
help it with the swing.
Okay, so let me just say this. So I had a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Used to be friend.
Okay.
We tried to smooth shit out the other day, and I was trying to be the bigger person.
Try to put some frosting.
But-
on the cake.
Stop staring at the penises.
He basically was like, spilling his deep, darkest secrets to me.
Okay.
And I laughed. I didn't care. Basically said
As
something
most
about the
people do.
lines of, like, him and his boyfriend. Like, he's been bitching for, like, a year that his boyfriend's dick is too small. And, to each their own. I don't have an opinion of that. But I told him, maybe he'll put it down in another way, have him provide for you. Shit, if he can't do anything else.
Or just like get a condom and stuff it for something. I don't know.
So he said like a new neighbor bitch moved in, and it was a girl and a man, and they were a straight couple. They have a couple kids, and I guess she brought it up to him and was like, "Hey, we seen you and your boyfriend, and we want to fuck." And he was like, "Oh my god, yeah, let me tell my boyfriend," because they had been wanting to do a threesome anyway. So I guess something happened, and his boyfriend ended up fucking the guy. And
Was he there?
No. And I guess he was mad because he's like, I got that motherfucker, so I should have got it first. So I was like, well, I would never want to be in a situation where my boyfriend is telling me I want to fuck somebody else because, one, I'm a jealous crazy bitch. And two, that makes me want to cut your dick like they did that penis worm. And three, it's one thing if, we were like, talking about it, it came up, and I was cool with it. But if my boyfriend's basically telling me I'm not interested in you and I want to fuck someone else, bitch, that's a problem.
Yeah, I can see that big problem. And honestly, when you were telling the story, I see a big problem. The fact, like a threesome means that they're all present. It's like a group
foursome, I
fun,
guess,
or whatever
but
the
yeah.
fuck it is. Yeah, they'd all be present. But if one of them split and did it, that's cheating.
Yeah, that is cheating. And I would
That's
have let that bitch.
technically cheating.
Yeah, I would have let that bitch up. But, we all have different moral compasses and standards.
Yeah, like that, no, the,
and,
you don't need a moral compass for that. That one just points right to cheater.
and, he's all, well, if I want a big dick, I guess I got to do this. And I was all, well, I don't have an opinion. I'm like thinking the whole time, like, bitch, you sound low class, trashy,
That is
and beneath
holy
me.
fuck.
Like, I immediately like had a white wig on, like from fucking the George Washington days, and felt I was above him. But I said, I'm just gonna let this shit fly. You've never had one of those situations where like suddenly a white wig appears on your head,
No,
and you just feel so much better than the person you're talking to?
I'm like that 24/7. What do you mean?
I had that moment at that time. And I just was like, I'm not going to say nothing because I just don't want to seem like a bitch because I've been told I'm a bitch. But no, I would never allow that shit. Are you cool with swinging, bitch? Because you want to talk about it so much?
No, you started. I want to hear it, but I'm good.
I just wanted to hear it. Well, since you brought up swinging, I actually had an interesting story
Okay.
of an event that did happen to me. It was a couple nights ago. It was like 10:30 at night.
Oh,
I got one of those Facebook calls
from
an old friend I haven't spoken to like 3
Tell me
fucking
more.
years.
Tell me more.
Okay.
Is that a man?
All right.
Yeah, it was a man.
Okay.
A married man.
All right.
Oh, my
All
God.
right.
Married to a female.
Put that fucking video on again of the worms.
We'll get back to that.
And this guy, it was kind of interesting because whenever he called, another friend of mine has been trying to get a hold of him because he was worried that he died and whatnot.
It's just squirted on him.
Ooh,
That's a king octopus.
god damn. Anyway, so I thought he was calling me just to like kind of check in, let us all know he's good and fine. But no, this dude called me and he's like, "Hey man, like, I just had a quick question to ask you, man." I was like, "Well, what is it, dude? Like, what's going on?" He's like, "You want to have a threesome?" Like, just right off the fuck. I shit you not, dude.
Okay.
I haven't heard it from him in 3 years. It was just like, hey,
fucking
want to have a
years.
threesome?
And what was
And
your
it-
response?
My response, I was in shock, and because
It's
there
like,
was there was two factors involved. One,
Right.
he was implying Me, him, and his wife.
Okay.
I'm not down for that. I'm not down for, as they call it, MMF.
All right.
That's a train. It's not a threesome. I'm pretty sure we've been over this many a times.
I don't
And
think
I
there should be
almost,
rules to this.
I had to fight myself to not have that argument with him as he called me. And two, my amazing girlfriend was sitting across the table from me when this call happened.
And what did she say? Because I love her.
She kind of looked at me and just laughed.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
Because she, oh my God.
So you're saying Snoop Dogg was wrong? Snoop Dogg said it ain't no fun if the homies can't get none.
Yeah.
No, he is wrong because the homies don't get none. I don't care if it ain't fun no more. Like, I've gotten to the point that I'm protective of my girl. I don't want nobody else touching my woman but me, man. That's a really trip me fucking out. But he did. The fact that he wanted me to just bang his wife while he was there, like, that's weird. That's weird to me.
He wanted to bang her with you, or he wanted to watch you fuck her?
Honestly, I didn't get specifics. He called and stated
That is true. There is
Because
a difference.
voyeurism is different.
That is different.
It is different, but that's kind of cuckery. Yeah.
Somebody has to be the cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of is weird. It's
and
really
the
weird.
the cock has to suck the shit out of the bitch's pussy. So,
And
ew.
the weirdest part, too, is that
Start
we'll
licking up
backtrack
your
a little bit.
fucking
I probably shouldn't
balls.
tell this information, but back when I did speak to him 3 years ago, the last time we did speak, he owed me money, and instead of giving me money, he sent me pictures of his wife's tits.
Oh.
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 I already know exactly how this guy is. I don't need to know nothing else. I already know exactly all I need to know about this guy.
Yeah, you probably
Tell us
do.
some more, Steven.
You probably do.
Tell us some
I don't
more.
need to say anything else.
I want to hear more.
You know, there's this guy I like on Twitter, and he's very attractive. But he said, you know, you can't be my girl if you don't fuck my homies. So, you know, Jesus Christ. I guess, you know, to each their own, I guess.
If that's what they're... And, you know, it's weird, too, because, like, after this guy called me, I looked it up, because that freaked me out. That didn't seem normal and natural. But it's a thing. There are dudes who like fucking their chick with other dudes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's dudes
yeah.
that are, like, super into that.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
And then there's, like you said, there's the cucks. The dudes are like, I just want to see my wife get a good pounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why don't deliver the pounding? What's wrong with
The
you?
best ones on the
They're
porn.
not interested in that.
There used to be a porn series, Please Fuck My Wife. And it used to be out for years. And there was one of the guy got mad. He's like, fucking guy gets pissed at me fucking his wife again. I'm gonna fucking teabag him. Sure enough, he had to teabag that motherfucker.
Shit.
That's very big in Vegas. A lot of people like to go to Vegas and call the if you ever see the show on Showtime, Gigolos, I forget the name
No.
of the company. It's a company. It's not a pimp service. A matchmaking is what they call it. White people.
Well, it's because it's legal in Vegas.
Yes. So they set them up with guys, and the guys goes and fuck the wife, or girls can just call in and be like, "Yo, I want to fuck somebody." It's
Right, but usually I bet you the majority of their customers are dudes that want their wives fucked.
and it's
Probably
always on
guys.
Showtime. It's amazing. Love Showtime.
That's how you get a discount. You let Showtime fucking film it.
they're like, okay, we're gonna go to dinner, but like on the dates, they're like, okay, but we can't eat nothing too intense, you know. 'Cause
Yeah.
Right.
Might do some anal tonight.
I can't believe we're like seriously, like we're
good
talking
idea, huh?
about fucking threesomes, trains, voyeurism, and swinging while a fucking octopus is getting cut the fuck up in front of me.
I know, that's fucked up. You know what the worst part about all this is, too? Is that I'm still not getting laid either. Like, I got laid at the beginning of the year, and that's it. And then all this
That's all you
shit.
deserved.
Whatever.
Maybe you should take him up on his offer.
I would have liked to have seen it.
No.
I would have liked to have seen where that would have gone.
Be completely honest, even if I was like single and I had no obligations, I still would have turned it down. I'm not down for the male female. I'm down for a male female or a male female. Like even ratio, I'm down with. But as soon as sausage outweighs the vagina, I'm out. Out.
You know, I don't understand that shit. But they say the same thing on gigolos. They're like, you know, our friend needs money. We normally wouldn't do a gangbang, but you know.
I wish you wouldn't have told me this, because now, like, if my shit just completely falls apart and I lose everything, I'm going to go move up to Vegas, live with my sister, and I'm going to be a gigolo. And I'm just going to fuck
Nice.
dudes' wives. And I'm going to have to call in for the podcast. Tell you about all my customers.
And sell it on Pornhub.
I'll say you do realize some of your customers are going to be like old, ugly ladies.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Sell it on Pornhub.
Yeah, at this point, it's a career choice. It's not for pleasure.
Take some of that gas station Viagra, and you're ready for whatever.
Oh, that Spanish fly.
And then go to the clinic, and they'll take the blood out if needed.
Oh my god.
No, I'm going to have to fuck. You know what? That's what I should do. We should all figure out how to make a condom that like also covers your ball sack.
I already know what to use.
You
Octopus
already-
skin.
I'm not putting my dick in an
Jesus.
octopus.
Well, there's got to be something. Because think about it. That's
It's
always
elastic.
the one thing that puts the man in danger. Because
That's
the
a-
condom doesn't completely protect you. The base of your shaft is still exposed, and your nuts. Those can still catch those infectious
called a
fucking
hairnet.
juices. A hairnet doesn't block juice.
True.
Octopus tentacles will.
I don't think
The
octopus.
polyps will.
Like we just got to develop we'll call it the whole condom.
That.
and
I
it'll
don't
have
know.
like a little pouch.
That
to
skin
tuck
looks
your
pretty
nuts in and
thick.
shit at the
That
end.
skin looks pretty
Yeah.
thick, actually. Look at it.
It looks like it would hold back some
It's
semen.
very elastic.
It'll hold semen, but it's so thick you probably won't feel anything.
Oh.
No.
But it's got to be important too, because if it's a good fit, you got to make sure you either leave a gap in the
Scrotal
front,
condom.
or that shit's got to be strong.
we'll
Otherwise,
use-
you will bust and break that shit.
Squid. Then
Scrot guard.
Because I have busted condoms. In my
Images.
that's the point, Jeff. They still want you to pay child support.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I have seen this before.
Hey,
This is so in gay porn. I don't give a
why
fuck
is that for gay porn? Like, why can't straight dudes should be protecting their balls too?
Okay, well, when I think of men in leather, I think of gay men. Okay, go to ragingstallion.com. You'll see why.
What's San Francisco?
I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm just saying go to Raging Stallion. But shout out to Raging Stallion. I have an affiliate link.
And apparently, some podcaster I was listening to said he just discovered that there was a chastity belt for men. I was like, you are in your 30s and you're just finding this out?
Yeah, like
and what
that
if
looks.
What
it
if-
almost looks like a rubber sock.
and what if you use? And what if you need a penis pump? I mean, that's not gonna work for that. That's what
Yeah.
the octopus get.
Well, if they need a penis pump, their balls deserve to get shit on them.
Well, Rogan Rich is a famous porn star. He likes to have his balls as big as ostrich eggs
Oh,
Jesus.
Oh.
when he fucks bitches.
Jesus Christ.
He likes that shit to slap. And I can't.
No,
blame him.
you know what? He's got something going there, because that's one of the most proud moments you feel as a man when you're hitting that shit doggy style hole so hard that your nuts fly up and just smack her and shit.
Well, he's gay.
No, I
And he's
understand.
also selling
I get
his-
it.
Like
I
it's
get you.
it's especially when she gets all wet and then your balls get fucking soaking wet. Oh my god!
And if any of you are
Do
interested,
not
he is
come on
also
the
selling
floor.
his week-old jog straps that he's worked out in to save Australia.
I'm sorry, what?
So he's an Australian gay porn star.
Right.
He's
Right.
very big bodybuilding
Okay.
and loves to fuck hoes.
Makes sense.
Good for him.
Big
Right.
giant dick.
Okay.
And he worked out in numerous jog straps throughout the week.
Right.
And now he's selling them for to put out to save Australia's
See how-
wildlife and
See how
shit.
thick and rubbery it is?
$100 a pair.
Oh,
No,
so all
thank
of his
you.
proceeds are going to help out. Oh, you know what? That's one thing I'm really surprised about. The world has come to, except for China. China will give a fuck. The world, for the most part, has come
Well,
together.
China has their own issues.
Yeah.
Well, that's because Australia won't take care of
Well,
it.
China has the coronavirus they just invented and they're
Yeah.
shitting on everyone.
And they can't get that shit
And
contained.
apparently it's spread to the U.S. now.
It's
There's been two
U.S.,
cases.
France, Europe.
Was it two or one? Because it was in. I know one was Chicago.
It was 2 cases here in the U.S., 2 cases in France. I think.
But they think there could be up to 60 cases here in the States. The CDC's working. But then Donald Trump really cut the funding to the CDC. So
Yeah.
they have issues knowing exactly how
Which people, if you're not smart enough to know about the federal agencies and what they do,
nobody's
don't
ever.
Go cut
fucking,
the CDC.
don't fuck the cut. Do you know people I've heard actually try to argue to cut funding to CDC and NHS, not NHS, but essentially our version of NHS, which is like Health and Human Services,
Yes.
HHS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talk about that.
Which, by the way, Health and Human Services.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's
does a
cut
mass
funding to the center that controls
of that.
diseases
Well, they
in
said
this.
the argument to
country.
cut the funding is, guess what? the CDC wants to do research into guns and the gun violence in the U.S.
Guns is a disease?
Well, not a disease, but they want to track like how many deaths, were the users mentally
need the
ill,
numbers.
were they sick? Yeah, they need the numbers.
Death numbers is important.
Yeah, they need the death
yeah.
numbers.
Yeah, that's
And if it's like if this is is it really increasing like we think it is? If it is, then there's something truly
we need the
wrong
numbers
with
to figure
America's
that out.
mental health.
Because there's a lot of people that argue it both ways, and to be honest with you, depending on how it's presented, I can see it both ways.
But that's why the argument is to cut the financing
And
because
there-
they want the CDCs want the numbers. But
Yeah, I
people
just want the
like
truth.
People are like, no.
no, it's not guns. It's not. Well, no one's saying it's guns. They want to know the people that died from gun
There
violence
is
and who
a
initiated
study
it.
that does deserve funding, where they said in youth, seeing gun violence in front of your face makes it easier to commit gun violence.
Right.
There is a study, but it's not been vetted by nobody.
Well, that's
Well,
because they
because
cut the
we don't-
funding to the CDC.
For
Yeah, they
we
cut
don't
the
need to do a study for that. We know that's the truth. There's a term for it. It's called being desensitized.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but how do we know
We
who's
know that.
desensitized?
Yeah, that's the
What the
thing.
fuck
We
are
need
they
the
doing?
we need the numbers.
No, how many people are that? We don't know, but we know
That-
for a
that's
fact
why
what
we're cutting
causes that
funding.
shit.
So we
what
can't
we're
find
gonna
out.
Yeah, they're just too scared to find out.
Why?
Like,
See, and that's the
gun
thing.
violence
People
isn't due to video
need to
games.
stop being
It's
scared of
crazy.
the truth.
course
That's
it's not.
one thing that really upsets me. It's like as I'm getting older on this goddamn planet, more people just need to learn to accept it. Yeah, the truth sucks. Yeah, the truth hurts. Yeah, the truth isn't going your fucking way. But you know what? You need it. You need that shit.
You know what?
Yeah, I give
Fuck the truth. I'll just throw money at it to make it go away.
And
which
that's
it
been the
never
mentality.
does. It
Right.
just gets buried
Yeah. But he's right. That's been the mentality for like the past, 50, 80 fucking years in this country?
forever.
I'll fucking need the truth when I can just shield myself off with bricks of money.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll
keep the
build a
riff,
money wall.
keep the riffraff and the truth away from me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck
Fake news.
Fake fucking news.
that
But regardless,
Oh,
term
look
makes
at
me
Rupert.
laugh.
That you can't
that
put that on
shit
your
is
penis.
that shit is gonna get bad though. That coronavirus.
I do not want to fuck.
How bad do you think it will get?
Well, the problem is it spread. It started in how Atlanta's our main hub for the airports. That's basically where it started in China. In
Was
the
the main hub.
In the main hub, the
And then
city
Yep.
of China. It's a major city.
The city of China?
China themselves says. No, I'm saying it's a big city in China.
It's a big city in China.
Okay.
I'm just, and it's an airport city. Everybody internationally flies in there for business.
What's the name of the city?
I don't fucking know. It was on the news. Look,
So,
CB, hey Siri, what's the name of the city where the coronavirus
The
started?
point is that nobody like
and
no
China
one's seen this
themselves
stuff.
says
No one's
they
seen the
don't know.
virus
Can't think
before.
of a goddamn city in China.
Beijing.
No, it
Beijing?
starts with a W.
Hong
Is
Kong?
Beijing- No. Hong Kong is its own fucking thing.
Is it?
It's being taken
It
over by China.
Technically is, but China's trying to take it over.
Yeah, China's trying to retake it over because Hong Kong used to be Britain owned,
Yeah, it was a Britain territory until
and then the contract ended.
97. Contract ended in
And then
97. They
did
handed
their
it
own
over.
thing.
China took it
It started
back.
in Wuhan.
Promised that they wouldn't try to change Hong
Wuhan.
Kong.
But they are.
And then Winnie the Pooh took over and said, "Yeah, fuck that."
Wait, did you say Winnie the Pooh?
Oh, God. We're
No.
going to get attacked by
Like-
China
like
The
now.
virus, the virus started in
That goes
Wuhan.
all of our sponsorships.
Yeah,
It started in Wuhan,
I'm sorry.
China,
I'm sorry.
the largest city in
love
central
Beijing.
China.
I love
It
Chinese
has
food.
11 million people,
That's a lot of fucking people.
and China
Oh, yeah.
themselves says they don't know how to contain it. That they put a state
Okay,
of
well, let's
emergency.
keep this. Is gonna sound fucked up. It's time to keep the Chinese
But
in
we
China.
should
Okay, but that's the problem though. It's not just the Chinese.
fund the
That's
CDC.
because they left and spread it
yeah.
already.
No, it's foreign people are also
Fu-
have to fly in.
fund the CDC.
Anything that they're flying to,
Well,
that
that's what I'm
city
saying.
is a hub.
Shit needs
No.
to be cut off to that hub
What
bed.
what was really fucked up is that China hit it for like probably weeks,
Oh, they do that with everything.
which is a fucking problem. You are in the international spotlight now. You can't just.
They would have been in it
You're-
sooner because China's all about.
You know what
money.
all this reminds me of? That game, Plague Inc.
Oh my god, I
It does.
straight up bitch put that on
Yeah.
Facebook the other day and I had to delete my Facebook.
Apparently, yeah, that game sales has been going through the roof recently.
No, and they
I
said it
fucking
went
love
down.
that game.
People are like,
It
oh,
was
fuck.
fun.
Actually,
Like,
they were
Destroy
saying
the
their
world with a
games went down.
virus.
How fast you can do it. It's a combination of infection rate and mortality.
Yep.
Aim for the lungs, kids. Aim for the lungs.
Gotta make it deadly, but not too
The
deadly.
lungs?
Because
Not
you gotta
too deadly,
sneak it
yeah.
in there.
You right?
I thought
So you
the
gotta aim
brain
for
is the best
infection?
one to target.
No. So if you really want to fuck somebody up, yeah. Brain, neurological system,
Yeah,
nervous
'cause
system,
that's the
sure.
hardest to repair.
But
and
if you
fight.
want to like infect somebody, like infect a crowd fast,
oh,
aim for the
crowd?
lungs.
Yeah, fucking air spores. It's the easiest way to spread.
Aim for the
Airborne.
lungs. Yeah, airborne.
Airborne, yeah. Air spores. Yeah.
That's
One
what I
guy
did.
just starts coughing, boom, it spreads.
Done. And then he dies like
Done.
5 days later in his apartment. Nobody knows until it's too late.
Yep.
And that makes sense because it is China where everyone wears a mask,
You
right?
cannot
Because
fuck
of the
with
fucking
that.
the shitty
That
air.
is too thick.
Well, it is a very.
You could slice it to be thinner.
Like, look at the so the skin. Even if you slice off the skin,
That's the
that's,
skin right there.
that's too thick. That is way too thick. You cannot fuck with that.
But see, here's the thing: because if it's thick and you put it on, it's gonna make your dick seem thicker.
I know, but you can't feel anything now.
Oh, and that's a problem.
That
Okay,
is a
but then you
problem.
can just put lubricant in it, and if it's so big and moist.
And then it might,
so
it
you-
might
you're
slide
shoving it-
off.
That's hilarious. So then it's like you put it in her, then you're just fucking the toy on her. And you're like,
No, but
Exactly.
you put suction cups around the fucking part that connects, so it sticks to you.
Oh, so just tell her, hey, just hold this.
Hold on.
I'm gonna.
I've already made $1 million. Y'all bitches better get behind me.
I do love that knife though. It's a nice knife.
And even if it's not this specific
I'll be
breed of
honest, that
octopus,
octopus
we'll get another one.
looks good.
Or
Like after
we'll
all
get
the
a
skin
fucking-
and shit's peeled off. That doesn't look too bad.
a squid,
No.
No, never had.
a cuttlefish.
Fuck is this?
Anyways,
China's about to kill the world.
Pirates?
China's about to kill the world.
Unintentionally this time.
I honestly thought it was gonna be Japan with their fucking Fukushima shit. And I'm
Fukushima
pretty
what?
sure it's
What?
still leaking. Fukushima,
The fuck is that?
Oh,
the power plant that's been leaking for like 6 fucking years.
I thought they
Yeah,
said it.
we don't talk about that.
I thought they sealed up the leak.
We just pretend it's
Did they
like
seal it up?
Chernobyl and just
I didn't
avoid
hear
it.
about a
I thought
seal.
they sealed
Can
up
we look
leaks.
that up real quick?
Hey, I
Did they
have
seal that
much
shit?
love for Japan.
What?
We're gonna let that
Fukushima,
slide.
is it still leaking?
Probably.
I don't really think there's like a way for it not to be.
Because I remember the thing that made that so fucking scary and shitty is that it was brand new. It was a full core. A full core that blew up and started leaking. It wasn't like an old one that was half depleted. It was like, no, it was a brand new one they put in. So it's got a whole shit ton of radiation to spit onto the planet.
Mm.
And it's just been pissing it into the ocean for years. And that's how we get penis fish.
That's
They were around long before.
that's how we did penis fish.
We'll just made them bigger.
That's my TED talk. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
No.
This is
They
really my
they have tanks set up to store it.
So it's still
So
leaking.
it's leaking, but
in
into
tanks.
tanks.
So
So
that-
it's
it
contained.
is leaking, but not into the ocean anymore.
Yeah, so they
Correct.
capped it off, and it's leaked into the tanks now.
They keep building new tanks to keep storing the liquid as it leaks out.
They're gonna have a lot of motherfucking tanks. That was a full core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full
It held 1.1 million tons of treated water.
Jesus.
Yeah. To
That's a
keep its
fuck
reactor
ton.
cores cool.
But I still argue for nuclear reactors. I say bring them shits back.
You
No,
say we need
those-
more of them.
Honestly,
No.
those are great as long as you do it correctly.
Yeah, well,
the
no,
way
not
we're
these,
processed. Yeah, these ones are wrong, but they're deliberately done like this because the byproduct, that shit, what is it called, yellow cake?
yes.
That's what they use to make weapons.
Yeah. You know, strangely enough, you are on point. That is the
Yeah,
reason why
no,
many
like, in
governments
all
backed
honesty,
it.
That's why they do that.
Yeah.
If they would do it, there's a different method you can use to get power out of it, and you don't get yellow cake.
They're thorium.
Each
Thorium
tank
water
takes
reactors.
7 to 10 days to fill and
that's-
holds 1,000 to 1,200 tons.
Oh
of
shit, that
liquid.
is fast. That's a lot of fucking water in a short amount of time.
They plan to build more of the tanks to hold another 0.27 million tons of water.
Yeah, you don't.
Okay,
Which is roughly the equivalent of 108 Olympic-sized swimming pools.
My question is,
Fuck
and there's probably no answer for it yet,
Their
but-
new tanks are expected to reach full capacity in 4 or 5 years.
so they expect it to keep leaking for another 4 or 5 years.
At least, yeah.
There's a
Jesus.
couple of million tons of water in that thing.
Space isn't a big issue at this point in time, but 5 or 10 years from now, after we've started removing the melted fuel debris, we're going to need facilities to store and preserve it.
Oh yeah, Asian boys better be mutants.
Yeah, what are we gonna do with all of that contaminated shit? Is it just gonna sit there forever, or are we gonna ship it? Are we gonna shoot it into space?
The water issue is heating up both space and resources, but a solution is unlikely to emerge anytime soon.
Yeah, like that's a fucking issue. Like we have a lot of issues going on, and on top
The
of that,
physical constraints of the site leave little room for additional tanks beyond what they've already allocated.
yeah.
Beyond 2020, TEPCO has not located any additional space for holding treated water on the site and has no plans to do so.
They're gonna shit it all out. This is what's gonna happen. All that shit contained is gonna accidentally come the fuck out. Watch. That's what's gonna fucking happen. Because they're gonna see the bill. They're gonna be like, "What? I have to pay this to get rid of that shit? Fuck that! Somebody throw a rock at it. Just let that shit leak out there. Fuck it."
They must inject water into the reactors indefinitely to keep the melted cores cool.
Indefinitely.
Yeah.
Indefinitely.
Or else it goes in meltdown, which
So that
ends
is-
up-
There's not enough water to last. Like, there's not enough water on the planet to do that indefinitely.
Water
There
tainted
is
by
an end.
contact.
There's a certain number of water we have on this planet.
yeah. But
Water
luckily it's-
tainted by contact with the fuel and associated debris has been leaking from the damaged containment vessels and into the basements of the reactor
I
building.
say just drill a hole in the bottom.
Let it leak to the core
Fresh
of the fucking earth.
groundwater flows in
Yeah.
daily through holes in their damaged
The
walls.
scary part about that is we have
just
a
so funny.
lot of volcanoes that have been active recently. Like over this past couple years,
That's
You
we
mean
have
like
a lot of
Yosemite?
yeah, we've had a lot of volcanoes. Now, if our
Yosemite
core
blows, we are
is
all fucked.
contaminated with nuclear
Oh
shit,
yeah.
every time
Nuclear
there's a
winter.
volcano, we would
Volcano
have a
style.
nuclear volcano.
We have
We
a super
kinda- we
volcano
kinda
that
already
is
are.
growing.
Like, but this look. So that core,
If we leak that core into the center of the earth,
that core is tiny compared to. Yeah, it's tiny compared to the core of the Earth. It
I'm
is.
sure it is because the
It's
Earth
a
is
fucking-
pretty fucking big. Well,
It's a
we
fucking
don't
drop.
know
It's not even
how
a drop.
big-
It's a fraction of a
'cause
drop.
There's do we actually know how thick the Earth's crust is?
There's
'Cause
approximations.
There's a bunch of layers to yeah, but we
Yeah.
don't know for shizzle.
No,
Have we
I
actually
mean,
drilled and hit the fucking core?
No, because it gets too hot at a point. Like it literally gets so hot that instruments just stop working.
No, because I had a girl tell me one time that that's where hell is. So
Well, I've heard people tell me that there's actually a sun inside the planet, and what is it, the hollow Earth theory?
Essentially.
No, you cannot see that. You cannot see
Like,
a
there's-
sun inside
there's
the
maps
chest
did
of
you
the
know I have a
myself.
family member that told me that the Earth is not round?
When Yosemite blows, this is the affected area.
No.
Hey, that doesn't include us. Fuck it.
Oh no, that's the immediate area.
That's the immediate.
like we haven't included ash fallout.
Think about how much ash
gas
will come from that.
poisonous gas.
Oh, just goodbye every living creature that breathes air.
Yeah,
It'll
pretty
become
much.
an ice age.
But that's what is
That
that shit called?
will
when you
cause
kill
an
everything
ice
on the
age
planet?
globally.
Planet-wide extinction.
Yeah, but a
Yeah,
planet.
Yosemite is an extinction level
Level
event,
event.
Yeah, that's
and it's growing year by year.
sweet.
Little by
Let's
little.
kick this fucking thing off already, man.
let's just fucking do it. Let's end
I
this
don't
bitch.
like waiting for shit like this. Let's just do it. Fuck it.
The Earth is turned into a giant
And
oven.
see, something like
We're
this,
leaking
I
Because
radiation.
that ash will hit the wind stream and go worldwide.
Well, it's just
Mr. Worldwide.
similar to the same shit that happened to the dinosaurs. Like all the fucking ash and shit blotted out the sun for so many fucking days, and everything suffocated.
Oh yeah,
And then froze to death because the ash wouldn't let the fucking sunlight in.
exactly. Right here.
And that's gonna happen to us.
I don't like the cold weather.
I like it.
I can't take away his I like the cold weather.
Why they gotta make me
Fuck
freeze to
nuclear
death?
winter.
Fuck. Can I have
Yeah.
a nuclear summer?
No.
Just fucking make the blast close to me, then just take me out in the initial pop. Fuck
Yeah.
this.
God damn it. We are,
Like I'm old. I've seen enough. I don't need to see anymore.
we are fucked either way.
Yeah. So when it blows,
You would literally see it
it won't
from
look
Earth.
like that.
Like
but-
you would
And-
see it from space.
And
Yeah.
honest, in all
Probably
reality,
from
as soon
Mars.
as it
Astronauts would
does
be like,
start blowing,
Oh,
we
fuck.
should have instruments well enough to tell
Houston?
us when
Oh,
it's
wait.
gonna happen, right?
You're
really think
dead.
they're gonna just put that out there
What?
for mass pandemonium and all this shit?
Oh man, yeah, we just
And we'll
moved
see.
up.
That's what I was gonna ask. Do we have? We should have the instruments to have it. Not to say they're gonna tell us, but Somebody should know the clock, the timer.
For this?
For a
No.
volcano? No.
Never.
No,
No.
there's no.
We don't have any way
can-
of putting an actual
Think of them.
clock on
Think
it.
of
We
them
can
as you
approximate.
Yeah, think of them as like the unstable, like an unstable girlfriend or chick. Like, oh,
You know she's gonna go off.
Oh,
you don't
you
know
just don't
when.
win.
But you gotta understand,
Yeah.
there's patterns to it, and you can start predicting when that going off happens.
yeah, but we
No.
don't have enough. Like,
We haven't seen enough volcanoes.
no, we've seen like smaller ones, but they're
We
They're
have
unpredictable.
no records of something this large.
large at all.
'Cause again, extinction level event.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure we haven't witnessed an
Like-
extinction
I mean,
level
if
event
it
before.
went off and we studied it, then we'd
But I'm
probably
saying
get
we've
some
seen
good
volcanoes
information.
go off. We
But
should have some kind of basis, some kind of clue. Be
but
like,
not
okay,
for
these
something
are
that's
signs.
big. Not for something that's big. Though.
yeah,
But
the
why
last
does-
time this thing went off was millions of years ago.
But what do you mean for something this big, though? I don't see how size.
It is literally almost the
should be-
entire state of Montana.
Like, I get how big it is, but what I'm not comprehending is why
It
does the
is
size
huge.
matter for the signs? Because would they smoke? Isn't there earthquakes that usually happen?
For something this big,
Yeah,
no.
once
Yeah.
it
I
gets
don't know, I'm
ready
asking.
to erupt,
Erupt.
it starts shaking the ground and
So
shit.
we
Like
just
it's
know before
already
it-
got geysers launching
rolled
off every
of
day.
it, yeah. So the thought behind this is that it's so big when it blows, it's just going to be like a quick rumble and pop. That's it. It hit us before we even realize it.
And
Pop.
nobody is going to be able to fucking give us
Do
a good
anything.
estimate
Not
of
a
when
fucking
the rumble is
clue.
going to happen.
No.
No, we don't know
We don't
how
have-
much magma's built up
Up
underneath the
underneath that.
surface.
Well, yeah, because we can't
'Cause,
get that
you know-
far down yet.
If we knew how much was down there, we could predict. All right, there's this much ground
Okay,
between it.
yeah.
We can
Right,
predict
but-
when this.
Yeah,
But
we
what
can.
I'm
Yeah.
right,
We
it's
know
not
where
just-
the breaking point is, but
you
we don't know where that
necessarily
breaking
need
point
to know
is.
how much is in there. You would just need to know how much pressure there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
that's
we
what
can't
shoots it
figure
out,
that
Well,
out.
right?
yeah, we don't know how much pressure it needs to break that point.
And what if we just broke the surface and just?
Pre-ejaculate?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be better?
Would it?
Like, you know what I mean? Just like on the ends, like just
Whoever
fucking-
fucking pops that hole is dead.
Yeah, immediately.
Well, we have robots. What the fuck?
But you need,
Everyone. So
you need to drill
if
a
you
bigger
accidentally
hole.
set something like this off, you could potentially wipe out all
Oh,
life
that's
on
right.
Earth.
Like
Well, see,
so.
that's
So
what
would
you'd
you
have
like to take the risk to pop a pimple?
Yeah.
That was gonna
Blow
destroy
up.
the Earth.
Yeah. So yeah, I get your idea to drill
Yes.
like a
the
hole.
answer's fucking yes.
Like you're already complaining about people killing each other. This is the ultimate person killing people.
Do you want to
but
be?
see, no, that's what you're looking
Mass
at it
genocide.
twisted. You're looking at it all twisted.
do you wanna
I'm
be the
looking at
guy?
it as a savior at this point.
Yeah,
'Cause
but-
it's gonna
No.
kill us anyway.
That's if. That's if. So if.
So
okay.
now you're telling me it's not gonna pop.
I'm saying if you try to
No,
drill like
it will.
Yeah.
See?
At some
This
point.
is why
we don't know
This
when.
is why supervillains exist.
It
It could
man.
be
We can't
tomorrow.
get some
It could be
straight
in 10,000
information.
years. Could be in 40,000 years.
It
It
could
could be in
be
100,000
tonight.
years.
And it could be never if we drill on the sides and poke some fucking air vents.
But
No.
if you do that, what if you accidentally set it off?
In theory, you're supposed to, but it wouldn't be the complete explosion because what you'd want to do
No.
is drill simultaneously in the ends.
And what if
on
you just?
radio.
That's the thing. What if it's okay? So say right now, the thought is it should have went off like years ago.
Yes.
Right.
It should have already killed us all.
So the thought is that maybe there is enough ground to keep it there for a little longer.
Yeah,
So
okay,
what
the
if you
key-
were the guy that drilled a hole
just a
and
little
broke
longer.
that? Like you went, oh, this isn't gonna pop
then
anyway,
it's
and
gonna
just you.
and shoot out the side. And it's probably going to be super fucking compressed
And
because
then you-
it's just one hole. What I'm saying is if you put multiple holes, it's not that bad.
But this thing is massive, so it may shoot out all holes and then.
Yeah, it's
end
going to
up
be
creating-
a lot of pus, but if it's like multiple holes, wouldn't that be better than
Well-
one gigantic explosion?
Well, think of it like this, like a pie crust.
If the
you-
first one doesn't fucking cause
Oh,
the
it's the
explosion
explosion.
already.
Yeah, so if it works, yeah, sure, it may save us a little more time. But there's also a possibility like poking holes in a pie crust in a circle.
Mhm.
It may end up like those holes. If you poke them close enough, they end up leading cracks to each other, and then
Just a big hole.
just
That's
a big
what I'm saying.
hole.
You do it on the
now you
ends
just
of
have
the
a
crust.
giant volcano.
Just stay away from the ends. And while you're doing it, of course, you have motherfuckers on standby just like shooting water down the drill and shit.
Oh, that'd be too late by then.
That water's
That-
not
that's
cold
gonna-
enough.
It won't do shit.
Because haven't people had theories of that, of like somehow drilling and then shooting water into the fucking
That
thing?
yeah, there have been some theories about that, but it's
You
not.
need
There's
a
not enough
lot
water.
of water because that shit would evaporate real quick.
What if we don't use water? What else is super fucking cold? Let's shoot nitrogen into the bitch.
We don't have it. We can't make enough of that.
We
stuff.
don't have enough of that.
We would literally need to sap all of it out of the air, out of the ground, and it still won't be enough.
Ooh, out of the ground's a problem because our plants need that shit.
Yeah. We are fucked. I need you just to embrace that.
Like,
Just
we don't
embrace
have
it.
a feasible solution.
We are
And I'm saying
fucked.
if we're fucked, let's just hit the fuck button then. Why are we waiting?
Some of
Like-
us want to just pass that shit on down. Just like,
Yeah.
hey, you deal with this. And that-
you have kids.
Yeah.
You willingly would be like, guess what? One day, on my fucking age group is
One
not gonna
day.
have to deal with it, and you're just gonna pass it to your kids. Be like, all right, here you go, kids. Guess what? Here's the button. Just don't press it.
That's what all the previous generations did to us and everybody else.
Yeah.
I want to change that.
Why do you think there's a hole in our ozone layer? They're like, we don't give a shit. That's for the future generations to
And see,
keep
that's
give
what
a
I'm
shit
saying.
about.
Somebody
pass
has
the
to
shit
take
down.
a step and do something, not just be like,
But this is
hot
one of those
potato.
things. If you do, you're fucked. If you don't, you're fucked. So
Might as well
embrace it.
just
do
be
it.
fucked.
Just
Just fucking do it.
Just
Might
embrace
as well
it.
just give us
Just
more time.
Fucking
Yeah.
do
One
it.
more
No,
time.
just
No,
fucking
just
do it.
wait for technology to evolve until the point where you're like,
Fuck that shit.
I can fix this.
That's
Watch.
why
Or-
y'all need an AI.
Or
See,
just
exactly.
Nike that shit. Code Nike. Just do it.
or just
Fuck
fucking
it.
let's just move to Mars. That's my plan. Just
That's what.
fucking.
That's and if you remove it, you need a super
I
AI.
need to
to
move the
get
fucking.
things
We'll move a
Oh,
colony
fuck
to
that,
Mars,
not you.
and then we'll poke this fucking hole. We'll do it my way, and we'll watch.
With
The
an
Earth will
AI.
be saved. Yeah, we'll have the AI monitoring everything, making sure we got everything exact.
Well,
Okay,
so
we're
not,
fucked.
So not only do you need to drill multiple holes, you need to drill holes big enough.
And you don't think I'm capable of running multiple?
Not
machines?
necessarily. Well, they got to be big enough, but they all have to be the same size.
Yeah, no, but that's the problem. These holes have to be huge, like almost the size of a couple of city
Well, all
blocks.
you got to do is get a couple of those fucking tunnel diggers the fucking USA has. All those underground bases.
Oh yeah, the tunnel makers.
Those tunnel makers where they fucking drill and they grind the shit around them and they heat it up.
I think there's only 5 in the world.
Well,
What?
guess what? We make
Oh, those tunnel borers?
in the motherfucker.
Oh.
We renting them out.
And
We
you
can
don't
save the planet.
And you don't think an AI is capable of running more than 5?
No, I mean there's literally only
With-
5 of them.
Then there'll be more
yeah,
in the
because they're
future.
expensive as
They're
fuck to
expensive.
make.
AI
as
will
fuck.
make more.
And the AI will drive.
AI
all
will
of them.
discover nanobots and have the nanobots build it.
There we go. If we have a bunch of those, and
No,
as soon
fuck
as
it. I'm
we
on board
pop
playing
it,
now. Thank
those
you.
will probably get fucked up in the process.
I'm
But
like,
hey, we saved the
okay, you
planet.
guys. We done
Advanced
fucked up.
technology to solve the world's problems while enslaving everyone at the same
Honestly,
time.
isn't that a great idea? Like, you could even start from way further away, so that way you dig like a big tunnel and you dig a pocket before it. So that way, as you tunnel to it and actually hit it, sure, that drill's gonna get fucked up and
Yeah,
destroyed.
but also
you're
think
gonna
about-
have an area for all that to shoot out and then go to. And if you do it in other sections,
Yeah.
you're relieving a lot of pressure.
So think about what you're creating then.
Look, asphalt from Yosemite.
An
So
AI,
no. Think about what you're creating.
an extremely
So
sexy,
if it
capable-
goes successful, if it goes well, and we just lose some bore machines. Think about what you're creating. Multiple mini volcanoes that may last for months, maybe
Listen,
years.
Yes, you have
If-
made more volcanoes, but you
guys
would
are
just
looking-
be able
overlooking
to make
something here,
more
right?
and keep relieving pressure because we learned here this is what causes volcanoes to erupt
Yes.
is when under pressure.
If
So if you
we invent an AI that
Nope.
can create nanobots, the nanobots can purify the air from all the ash. Boom. There is no problem. We'll set
I
off
say we
whatever
could
the
just
fuck we
relieve
want.
the
It'll
pressure.
they'll just be like,
there's a way to relieve the pressure
There
to
is.
In the
where
air.
it never pops.
But you also create multiple
wrong?
volcanoes.
I've already
Yes, there
saved
are
Earth.
multiple volcanoes, but there are also multiple. Every volcano technically is like a vent for the fucking center of the earth.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're just making more vents because it needs to breathe, baby.
But creating a vent might set off
A
the
bigger vent.
entire core leaking out onto the surface.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna have more land. So guess what? Real estate went up, sucker.
Everyone's dead in the process.
And if I do manage
We're
to
not
save
all
humanity,
dead,
humanity's
because-
gonna look at me as a god.
Oh, you're right. The people on the International Space Station will be alive.
Yeah, the International Space
let me get off
Station.
this
I'm
plan
sure
right
they're
now.
smart
Sent
enough to
Mars.
figure their way back
I'm
home.
gonna be on Mars too, so it's
Yeah.
Let me get the fuck off this planet. Let me send me to Mars now.
and then I'm gonna be the
Send
governor
me-
over there. So it's like it's gonna matter.
To Mars now. No. Your
But-
ass is
oh.
staying here.
We have 5 days
All
of
of
food
that.
left.
Copy
Oh
of it.
fuck! There goes our resupply event.
Fuck, we're
No,
grow
no,
food.
'cause if we
If the
tunnel
Martian
into
has
the
taught me anything,
we
I can
tunnel
poop
to
in
where
the
the
soil.
shit vents
I'm
into the
good.
ocean. So the ocean just starts bleeding into it.
The ocean will be gone.
Yeah, the ocean's like.
I don't know. Pacific,
we would lose a
Pacific
lot
Ocean
of the
is
ocean, but fuck it, because it would evaporate, go back into
that's
the
a
ozone.
long ass tunnel.
That would fuck it. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Melts Antarctica.
There
We
goes
need more water. Okay.
all the water,
worry, it's already
all the
melting.
ice,
I mean, we're getting
everything
there.
gone.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
I mean,
What's left?
if the
And
sun gets
Iceland.
blotted out,
Like,
there goes
Greenland.
plants
It
and
would
fish.
It would probably
and
take
shit
like
too.
100
Yeah.
fucking years to get the tunnel going. But you
Oh,
can
that
do
is
it.
true. That's a magma that we spill out in the ocean.
And is this
You'll
the only
just-
one?
You'll kill the fish in that area.
Not only that, but the
It'll
fact
change-
that the sun's gone will kill a lot of fish too.
But see, if what we're doing
'Cause some
is
of their plants
preventing
require
eruption,
light, too.
so we
Yeah.
don't lose sunlight.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose sunlight.
Not if it doesn't erupt. If we give it release the pressure,
Yeah,
it's
he's-
like a fucking 2 liter of soda. You shake the fuck out of it, right? You keep shaking it, it's gonna pop.
And we're good.
Yeah, so he's
You
saying just
relieve
drill like
pressure.
from Pacific Ocean to the caldera, like drill it to it from the Pacific Ocean, let it leak out through that tunnel into the ocean.
Fucking
It won't
just-
erupt,
Yeah.
but it will kill like everything in
And
that
we'll keep
media.
a stock of penis fish, so those will always be around.
But see, here's the thing: the ocean can replenish the fuck out of it. So if
Yes,
it just gets
but
a
you
little
also
hot,
kill. So that coastal region live off of fishing. So you
So
just killed
we-
the Seattle market, the
Well,
fish
we
market
gotta
there.
tell 'em.
Yeah, you just killed fishing for pretty much
Fucking killed Asia.
that whole West Coast.
You know what? Surprise! Fukushima already did that. So
I
I
mean-
think we're okay.
I mean, it's pretty big.
This is why you need an AI.
No, we don't.
Like
Nanobots.
it would
No.
save the planet.
Yeah.
The AI would
No.
agree because the AI would want to save the planet.
I would be like, listen,
Negative.
stop thinking you're a smart human. Let me figure
And
this out.
even
Done.
if
Let's
like
go.
we killed like a part of the ocean off just for a little bit, like it boiled it to death, we would have a bunch of free cooked fish for like a day or so.
No, that
scoop
shit
that
is
shit up.
toxic.
It is.
Oh, whatever. You
Stuff
watch
cooked
this-
by a
and it's like-
volcano is toxic.
Yeah, like
fuck
like
it.
Poisonous.
Foster's like some
Little
poisonous
sulfur
gas.
never hurt anybody.
Then we'll just collect. Then we'll just do Noah's Ark this shit, and we'll collect a few fucking samples. We'll fucking get a dozen of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And store them, and then when I precisely fix
No.
this
And
shit,
then once it goes back, we re-release
Oh,
it,
and then
introduce
think
it back
about
in.
what's gonna develop. It's my god,
could
America
you
would just
imagine the
develop like a
penis fish?
hemorrhoid on the side on the Pacific Ocean.
okay, well,
They
I
could,
think
yeah.
the Earth,
It'll be brilliant. We'll ship all the
Or a
fucking criminals
tower.
to that.
Oh,
Nobody will know
I'm
Australia.
sure Earth
That's so
would much
hideous.
rather have a hemorrhoid than fucking ash in the air. So fuck it.
And you know
Nobody
what?
wants to go up there anyway.
That ash is
check
going to
this
go in
out.
the water.
We were-
It's going to hit the currents. It's going to spread to all the other oceans
Okay.
and start fucking shit up
Okay,
worldwide.
Then my next task will be to clean the ocean.
Look, this thing is gonna fuck up the ocean one way or another.
It's going to fuck up the ocean, or it's going to
the
fuck
whole
up
planet.
all life on the
Yeah,
world.
like it's either gonna fuck up our ocean or the ocean. Let's go ocean. And on top of that, I
Captain
feel like
Planet.
other countries would be willing to throw money at us because we're ground zero. They don't want that shit hitting their land. So
it's
if
still
we-
going to hit their land.
It would take
no matter
a while.
what.
It would take a while though.
No, it wouldn't.
It
Yes.
actually would.
If we drilled and
Yes.
it shit leaked into the water, it would take at least fucking I want to say 4 days, maybe a week.
And let me negotiate that.
It will take
That's not a while.
That's a while.
That is not a while.
Dude, if you have over a day to plan for shit, that's pretty good.
And how? Well,
As opposed to the alternative method, be like, guess what? We're fucked in an hour.
that is true. It is, but it gives us more time to plan.
And really, that's
I
the
think
ultimate
better
goal.
when I have less time.
And you guys
That's
are not
true.
going
I
to be the
did
ones
too.
thinking you're going to have an AI.
Nope. You leave that AI shit alone.
I would say, okay, China, so look, you all don't like me and I don't like you. But unless you want to, we're going to work together. on this
Either
shit.
way, whether it goes off or whether we relieve it, it's gonna fuck up the planet one way or another.
It is, and we just had to think what we could do to minimize
To
that.
minimize
It's
that.
not going to happen.
Because if we do it in the ocean, the human race could still live on this fucking planet. Yeah, shit's gonna be
A lot of
fucked
people will
up.
die.
A lot, but not the
lot
entire
of people die.
goddamn planet.
That's why
Or we
need
could
AI.
just let it sit
guess
there
what? Guess
and let
what?
those
We-
people live their whole lives.
Dude, you know how long it's been since I eaten seafood? I'm still alive.
Oh my god. This is so not even the most
Yeah, but
important
you don't
part.
rely.
That's what I'm saying.
On
You guys are all
seafood.
worried about the ocean.
You're
like
not
the
Japan. You're not a
ocean.
little island in the
And you
ocean.
understand
my
the
fuck.
ocean is also very important for us living as well. The algae fucking benefits, they produce a lot
But
of
the
oxygen.
ocean is not going to go away. It's going to get hot and evaporate.
Okay,
so
well,
probably
if it kills off all the algae
it'll
and the
start
fucking
raining
life,
a lot.
plant life.
It will probably just rain more, honestly.
And it'll rain
And the
ash
rain
from
might
the
be a little
sky.
fucked
It's like
up.
Pompeii,
It'll
and
be
there's
poisonous.
rocks falling down.
That'll fall into our crops. Then the crops will become poisoned.
Yeah, that's gonna fuck up a lot of things. So that's why you all.
So we have stored water. Then there's indoor greenhouses.
Ooh, no, wait.
Hey.
Okay, so I was thinking it's a good idea until you zoom in, and then realize you have to drill from the Pacific Ocean to.
That's a long fucking
No,
way.
that's not the problem. The problem is you got cities and towns in between. So you got to watch out for their plumbing, their wiring underground.
Dude, you're going pretty fucking deep, though. Like, you have to go well deep to where you're going right underneath all that shit.
But
Now,
that's also like
mind
a
you,
constant stream.
It's
of
called
like,
a sinkhole.
Mind you,
Boom!
There's this magma is burning at like thousands of degrees.
now think about it.
Constantly streaming
And let's
for
say
like
it does,
months.
That might be ideal what we need to happen, because if it's just sinkholes and it's an open vein, then it's not going to bust and shoot shit.
Yes, but it's
AI.
also flowing under towns and cities though.
AI.
Superheating everything
So
for
we
months.
we evacuate people. Get them away from that fucking area. Guess what?
keep saying
Guess
that like
what?
that's gonna
this
happen. It's
fucking
not.
thing is
I-
not exploding.
I will make sure
killing
it
the
won't.
planet. We just
I will
have
cut
a
your
fucking,
power.
A lake
I will
of
cut your
lava.
power.
So what?
It will.
We would have a lava lake.
Wait, NASA wants to do what?
NASA wants to spend $3 billion drilling into a volcano to save the United States.
Oh, NASA wants to get on my fucking idea.
I said it wasn't a bad idea. I was just thinking about
Shit.
the politics of that.
See, sign
Having
me up.
last erupted
Sign
over
me up.
70,000 years ago, the caldera
That's why I'm with the
could be a
co-programmer for
ticking
the
time
AI.
bomb.
Gonna go program. No AI, none. I refuse. I will cut the power to any AI.
We have no way of knowing when Yellowstone will erupt again,
Negative.
but scientists don't believe it's an imminent threat, at least not in our lifetimes.
But it's something. If it's that, they have him worried. We have to address it. We're supposed to this region change of culture has been pushing we need to stop pushing our problems on our kids, because
Based on previous eruptions, we could assume lava won't be much of an issue. It never traveled far outside the park boundaries, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. Ash, however, would create a far-flung cloud that could eat up as much as 500 miles surrounding Yellowstone. As dust begins to fall, wind could leave all of the western areas of the Midwest, as far as Chicago, covered up into 10 centimeters of soot.
see, you want that to happen. You won't let me drill a fucking hole.
Ash clouds will also emit vast quantities of gas, mostly sulfur dioxide.
Negative.
These gases would then create an absorbent layer that catches sunlight and reflects much of it back into space,
No, I'm good.
leading to
I
a
don't
cooling
want that.
effect lasting
I
several
don't want that in my eye.
decades.
Yeah. So it'd be
Decades.
30, 40 years of freezing cold temperature if we're lucky.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you it would be in the centuries,
Okay.
honestly.
All right.
Because that's
Definitely
a
getting your
fucking
power.
Just in
ash.
case, NASA has a solution that can
Chop
keep
that
it
bitch
all
off.
from happening. First, teams would drill in from both sides of the
See,
volcano.
multiple locations too. I even God damn it.
Outside
I'm
the
fucking
boundaries
smart.
of the park. Drilling
God damn it.
directly down through the center of it would be dangerous, both to heat and instability.
Oh fuck yeah.
From there, water would be pumped into one side and back out the other at high pressure. The exiting water would reach temperatures around 350 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Water going in would cool the volcano. Upon exiting the other side, the hot water would generate steam, which could be used to provide electricity to surrounding residents.
Oh, they want to. They
See,
want
we're
to.
gonna have a shit ton of steam. Yeah, steam power.
So they're.
everything.
I get the theory. Is to
If
cool
successful.
it long enough to put pretty much plug it.
If
I don't think
successful,
plugging it's a good idea.
this method would cool Yellowstone at an estimated rate of 3.2 feet per year.
That ain't shit.
No. At that rate, it would take thousands of years to
Yeah.
cool the caldera sufficiently, and even longer to ensure it was no longer under active threat.
Yeah.
So yeah, might as well just drill a hole to leak it, let it
See,
leak out.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're trying to cool the whole thing. It's like, nah, just create an air vent.
It
Relieve
would eat
pressure.
up $3.46 billion. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with them all up to the point where there's no point in trying to cool the fucking thing. That's the earth, that's the core of the earth. If somehow you manage to cool the core of the earth, I have a sneaking suspicion you're gonna cause some serious fucking dramatic disasters.
Oh yeah, look at Mars.
Yeah, we may very well blow out our fucking atmosphere doing something like that. But just give a fucking air vent. Let that shit vent out. It's just too much pressure. It's a fucking soda.
No, it's not gonna vent out. It's gonna erupt out.
Not if there's multiple fucking holes.
But we're okay.
It'll
So
pour out. That's why they're putting water in it so it doesn't leak out.
But you want it.
Anyways,
that's.
thank you all for listening.
I don't.
Thank you for joining us.
You shut up.
Discord link in the description.
You are not the fucking AI.
We're gonna create an AI.
Or
Solve all the world's
I
problems.
refuse.
Don't forget Hong Kong pooping China's butt.
Oh God.
God bless. When
From
you
your
poo
butt to theirs, direct.
Bye.
on your chest.